Coach, you're a catalyst of change. Your players are used to you being the driving voice of why we're trying or learning something new. They're used to you being the driving voice behind how we're going to learn or do something new, whether that's on the court or off the court. So use that power, coach. Stand on your platform and be a catalyst of change in how they can reimagine manhood. Because once they reimagine manhood to a masculinity full of empathy, compassion, emotional fluency, authentic relationships, you suddenly created a bunch of change agents that are able to help the world and prevent sexual violence, domestic assault, prevent racism, prevent misogyny. Stand in your power. You're a catalyst of change, coach.
Heard from a lot of coaches lately. Hey, Kip, I really believe in what you're doing. We want to reimagine manhood and be preventers of violence through opening up guys' decision-making paradigms and helping them prevent harmful behaviors. We want to do that, but we got a great culture here. We build great culture. We build great culture in our team room and our practices, how we go about doing things. I don't disagree, Coach. Coaches are experts in galvanizing groups of men and creating culture and systems of how they go about their day-to-day business. I would tell you the teams of men is addressing the climate and how your players feel when they're in your culture. A young man can't participate fully in the way you want, in the ways you do things, if he feels invisible, if he feels unvalued, if he feels silenced, if he feels afraid. That's what Teams of Men does, Coach. We help you build climate to execute the culture you've already established.
For operating in the fullness that I could at that time.
Tell me that isn't powerful for coaches, for their players. You know, sometimes hindsight can be this voice that never allows you to forgive yourself for coming up short. What about that from Janelle Monáe? Hey, I honor myself for using the tools I had at the time that I didn't know now and showing up fully, authentically me in effort. I think that's powerful for coaches. I know that's powerful for me. I think that's powerful exercise for your players. Hey, stop looking back at, I wish I could have, I should have. You didn't have the capacity then. You do now, but only because you went through it then. So good. Coaches, another debunking of the alpha male theory that I want you to pay attention to. You don't need alpha tyrannical leaders. You need joiners, nurturers, community builders. Jimmy Butler, post-game, Game 7, Heat win on the road. Reporters talking about the role player contributions. Jimmy Butler stops him and says, I don't call them role players. I call them teammates. So he stops the reporter from de-leveling his teammates and from putting him on a pedestal, and instead puts himself with his teammates. That's not alpha male. Alpha male is a fallacy. You can be a leader, but leaders join, nurture, create community. Pay attention.